Tonight, Malcolm Turnbull opens up about his meeting with Barnaby Joyce.
Frank and warm, friendly, good, constructive meeting.
The desperate search for a Brisbane man missing from a mid-north coast beach. Calls for change. Thousands of students rally over US gun laws.
We will not be silent. We're going to make a change.
And some of the country's top surfers revel in a monster swell as they do battle in Newcastle.
This is NBN News with Jane Goldsmith.
Good evening. We begin with breaking news, and a man has died after being pulled from a creek on the mid-north coast. Emergency services were called to the waterway at Hat Head near Southwest Rocks just before 4:20 this afternoon. Aged in his 20s, the man couldn't be revived and was pronounced dead at the scene. Further north, near Nambucca Heads, an intensive air, sea and land search today has failed to find any trace of a man who was swept out to sea. The 22-year-old man from Brisbane, who was swimming with 3 friends at Valor Beach, disappeared in rough surf just before 6 o'clock last night.
Yesterday's tragedy unfolded at an unpatrolled beach known for its dangerous rips.
Tyson Cottrell, NBN News.
Thousands of youngsters turned out today to take part in the annual Weet-Bix Kids Triathlon at Woy Woy. The event is non-competitive, encouraging children aged between 7 and 15 to get active while having fun. Today marks its 20th anniversary. Later in the bulletin, Kate Haberfield will join us with the day's sport. But next, 250 days and counting. Excitement builds ahead of the Invictus Games. In NBN News tomorrow night, from envelopes full of cash to a modest painting that sold for $10,000. Almost 4 years since the ICAC exposed illegal political donations by property developers, NBN News reveals the latest in the saga. That's tomorrow night at 6. A kayaker feared drowned after a close call with a shark has been found. Police launched a search near Melbourne after his empty vessel was found in the water, but discovered the oblivious owner was safe at home.
Safely back on dry land, Brett Palmer carries his pride and joy back home.
Ahead in the news, more than a dozen dead in a helicopter crash in Mexico. The free new flu jab for 3 million older Australians. And the proposed new law which could see low-range drink drivers avoid court. More than 3 million older Australians will be given enhanced flu vaccines for free from April. Earlier this month, NBN News revealed the vaccines have been designed to protect those aged 65 and over after last year's deadly flu season.
These new vaccines are about saving lives and protecting lives.
There were more than 650 flu-linked deaths in New South Wales in 2017. A prominent solicitor has slammed changes to the state's drink driving laws which stop low-range offenders from going to court. The government says its aim is to free up magistrates, but critics believe it's simply to raise revenue.
Low-range drink drivers will soon no longer have to go to court.
Certainly is. Cool runnings all over again. But it's time for sport now with Kate Haberfield. And Kate, could we be in for another medal at the Winter Olympics?
Well, it's looking good. Thanks, Jane. Coming up, we'll have the latest from Pyeongchang after the break. Also coming up, Matt Moylan makes a slow start to his Cronulla career. And Sally Pearson cruises into the Commonwealth Games. Australia looks set to secure another medal at the Winter Olympics tonight. Aerial skier David Morris will be going for gold for his mother, who's being treated for cancer. In just a moment, big surf and a big finish to the board riders' battle in Newcastle. It was another controversial night for the video assistant referee in Manchester United's FA Cup win over Huddersfield. Look forward to seeing him compete.
It'll be very special. Thank you, Kate. Stay with us. Weather's next. Weather time, a real summer scorcher again across the coast today. But first, our weather shot, and thanks to Scott Gilbert for this spectacular sunrise image. The sun breaking free of the horizon as the ship turned to face the shoreline off Redhead. To the satellite, cloud about the state's far northeast near a trough is causing showers and a few storms. High cloud crossing the southeast with a weak trough is bringing virtually no rain. Skies are otherwise clear over the state under a building ridge of high pressure in the west. Tomorrow, a tropical low with associated troughs may bring heavy rain and storms to WA and extending into the Northern Territory. Troughs over Queensland and New South Wales combined with moist onshore winds will trigger showers and thunderstorms, while high pressure will keep much of the interior dry. Mostly sunny and hot today, a temperature range of 19 to 30 for Gosford, 22 to 31 at Norah Head, reaching 30 at Cooranbong, 28 in Sydney today. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with a medium chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening, storms affecting inland areas tomorrow. 27 for Sydney and Gosford tomorrow, 29 for Woy Woy, 22 to 28 the range for the entrance tomorrow, and a top of 28 for Wyong and Toronto. Coastal waters information, a strong wind warning for tomorrow. You can see southerly winds up to 30 knots, 2 metre seas and a 3 metre swell on the way. Sunrise 6:30 and sunset at 7:45, and the 7-day forecast for Gosford. Some showers possible for the next couple of days. You can see 27 degrees tomorrow, then dropping back to 23 degrees on Tuesday with 10 to 20 millimetres possible. For Newcastle this week, just 21 degrees on Tuesday, also with some rain expected, 22 on Wednesday. And in Sydney this week, also a bit cooler for Tuesday and Wednesday with temperatures in the low 20s. And head to our website, nbnnews.com.au, for more news and sport. And that wraps up our bulletin for this evening. The Today Show will have the latest news tomorrow morning.
From all of us here,
good night.